the mind as well. It's very important. So the things that we struggle with, like we talked about today, unforgiveness or anger or loneliness, all these things, one article showed that loneliness increased your risk of heart attacks by 29% or increased your risk of stroke by 32%. Just loneliness. And I always ask, is loneliness a state of mind or a state of being? Is loneliness a state of mind or a state of being? State of mind. I could be in a room filled with 1,000 individuals and still be lonely. I could be in a room by myself and not be lonely. Unless I change that state of mind, I have an increased risk, more so than if I were to smoke or be obese. I have an increased risk of these diseases.
There'll be speakers and events for 2 weeks straight. And there'll be vendors and I think services or something like that. And hopefully this time I have audio. Just testing it real quick here. Yep, I got audio, thank God. Okay, so we got audio, and I'll just run the same program I did before. And then I am Jeremy, aka Mr. Variety. I'm streaming live on twitch.tv/Music Forum. That's twitch.tv/MUSEEKFOREM Music Forum. Twitch.tv/Music Forum. For Variety Sessions Live. And checked out the program recently, just a steam salt recently. Myself trying to get things purified a bit. And also, not to mention, forecast of rain. Seeing theme here. And also trying to be audio musical guy a little bit. I don't know why that's doing that. But that is not really doing what I was expecting it to do. And also sewing machine a little bit. I haven't hooked that up yet. And again, trying to get hooked up on the sewing machine. But overall, we're into alternatives. Like you can use that to get your jars open. What's that? This thing right here. I can't even make it bigger. Anyway, it's pretty big size on your phone. Screenshot. And then also making a way to recycle your soap. And that's me figuring that out for myself. That is cool. Anyway, back to the program. This is Mr. Variety. I'm here at the Delaware Health Expo. I just checked out a speaker. And, sorry, I'm trying to get on the page, but it keeps resetting. Sorry. And I checked out a speaker at the Delaware County Health Expo. There'll be speakers and events for 2 weeks straight. And there'll be vendors and I think services or something like that up until 5 p.m. That's when they tear down. But there seem to be a lot of postings, signages, people that are ready to answer questions. There'll be doctors there to answer questions. There's also during I'm not sure if it's before 5 o'clock p.m. It is well before 5, so get there early. Pre-register if you can on DelawareExpo.com, and they'll do basically a screening for your health, and overall they'll give you a good, at least a good reading in terms of their own equipment and measures. But again, there'll be doctors there. But then overall, just to answer the questions, you get connected to health and different remedies, different perspectives. And overall they'll give you a good, at least a good reading in terms of their own equipment and measures. But again, there'll be doctors there. But then overall, just to answer the questions, you get connected to health and different remedies, different perspectives. I had a question to the speaker who was talking about mostly like diabetes, hypertension a lot, actually talking about that a lot, and also neuropathy and different ways of treating and responding to those and preventing as well, in terms of not just opening the blind eye to physicality, but also opening the blind eye to spirituality too. Different perspectives, everybody has their own, so they're all the same, right? In that regard, everyone has their own. Anyway, I wanted to get you a little bit of live video. Double check that I have audio. Yep, we have audio. And excuse me, I'm still working out a little bit of a thing but it's coming together. That's Jeremy, aka Mr. Roddy. Howdy, which is short for how do ye? How do ye? Old English, I think. Howdy. I know. How do I? Well, I'll show you. Went to Delaware Health Expo, and it's that building right there. So do not go to that building, even though that was held last year. So the second annual of that DelawareExpo.com, the services, the second annual on that. So I'm gonna get going. Looks like I'm not the only, I don't know, maybe not the only photographer that's here. But I rode in on a bike. Was parked at a park and said, "Hey, I like bikes. Bikes are good. It's pretty outside." Got my camera gear here. A couple bags. Here's one bag and another bag. And I'm the big wind bag right over here. See? Yeah. And I've been working out a thing. Had a thing in my throat. Airways. Ever since Thanksgiving, a lot of folks had that, or Christmas, a lot of folks had that. And that came coupled with a gift of a sore throat. So I'm still having that sore throat or issue. But overall, I'm just trying to listen, follow the instructions, improve health above all. Do I have that on here? I may have that. Let me look. I think I would, because I'm very all about health and some stuff. Oh, you know what? I have that.